Radha Sivasadi Gaur Bhakta Bhaja Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Sivasadi Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Vyasayita Radha Vivasadi
Hare Krishna, dear devotees, please accept our humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Welcome to this morning's Srimad. It's a class from the Chaitanya Charitamrita, if I'm corrected. Adi Lila, chapter 4, text 109 to 135. And we're very fortunate to have His Grace Vishnugada Prabhu from ISKCON, Philadelphia, to give the class. Hare Krishna, Prabhu, please accept
Hare
our
Krishna,
obeisances.
accept mine.
All glories to Srila
Vanchakalpatyubhascha kripa sindhubhyevacha patitanam pavanebhyo
Prabhupada.
Vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. Thank you, Parikshit Prabhu.
Hare Krishna.
So we're going to chant this Parama Karuna song. I'm going to sing a different tune today.
Okay.
And you're welcome to unmute yourself if you can. So there's actually a call and response here. I know that it's been many years since we started the Zoom classes, and with Zoom classes, someone recommended that we mute oneself during the kirtans, but still, I don't see any harm in unmuting, and we can have a call and response. I don't see the problem with that. Okay. Well, this is like a different beat. It goes like it's a different beat. Okay. 5. Parama Karuna Pahudvijan Nitai Gaura Chandra
Parama Karuna Bahudijana Nitai Gaura Chandra.
Parama Karuna Pahudvijan Nitai Gaura Chandra
Parama Karuna Bahudijana
Nitai Gaura Chandra.
Shab avatar Shar Shiramani Kevala Ananda Kanda
Shabhavata
Shiromani
Shiromani Kevala
Kevala Ananda
Ananda
Kanda.
Kanda.
Shab avatar Shar Shiramani Kevala Ananda Kanda
Sabhavata Sarashiromani
Shashirani
Kevala
Kevala
Ananda
Ananda
Kanda.
Kanda.
Bhaja Bhaja Bhai Chaitanya Nitai Sudridha Vishvasha Thori Bhaja Bhaja Bhai
Jabai
Chaitanya
Chaitanya
Nitai Sudrida
Sudhira
Vishvashakori
Vishaya Chadiya Shera Se Majiya Mukhe Bolo Hari Hari
Vishaya
Vishaya
Chadiya
Chadiya
Sera
Sira
Se
Se
Majiya
Majiya
Mukhe
Mukhe
Bolo
Bolo
Hari
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 Vishaya Chadiya Sera Se Majiya Mukhe Bolo Hari Hari
Vishaya
Vishaya
Chadiya
Chadiya
Sera
Sira
Se
Se
Majiya
Majiya Mukhe
Mukhe Bolo
Bolo
Hari
Hari Hari.
Hari
Dekha Are Bhai Tribhuvane Nai Emona Doyalo Data
Dekho ore
Dekho re
bhai
bhai
Tribhuvane
Tribhuvane
nai
nai
E mola
Emona
doyala
doyana
data
data.
Pashu Paki Jure Hasana Vidare Shuni Jar Gunagata
Pashupaki
Pashupaki
jure
jure
Pashana
Pasana
vidare
vidare
Shuni
Shuni
Chandra
jana
Gunagata
gunagata.
Sansara Majia Rohili Podia Shepade Nahilo Asha
Samsara
Samsare
majia
madhya
Rohili
Rohini
poria
poriya
Sepade
Sare
nahi
nahi
lo asa
asa.
Apana Korama Bhunjaye Shamana Kohoye Lochan Dasa.
Apana
Apana
karama
karama
Gunjaye
Gunjaye
Shamana
Shamana
Kahoye
Kahoye
Lochana
Lochana
Dasa
Dasa
Parama Karuna Pahudvijana Nitai Gaura Chandra.
Parama
Parama
Karuna
Karuna
Bahudvijana
Bahudvijana
Nitai
Nitai
Gaura
Gora
Chandra
Chandra
Parama Karuna Pahudvijan Nitai Gaura Chandra.
Parama Karuna
Paramakan
Bahudvijana
Udvijana Nitai
Nitai Gaura
Gora
Chandra
Chandra
Sab Avatar Shar Shiramani Kebala Ananda Kanda.
Saba
Sabhavata
Avata
Shara Shiromani
Sashiromani Kevala
Kevala Ananda
Ananda
Kanda
Kanda
Jai Om Vishnupad Paramahamsa Paribrajak Acharya Ashtottara Satashi Srimad Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Maharaj Prabhupada Ki Jai.
Jai
Jai
Jai Om Vishnupad Paramahamsa Paribrajak Acharya Ashtottara Satashi Srimad Divine Grace Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Goswami Maharaj Prabhupada Ki Jai.
Jai
Jai
Ananta Koti Vaishnavrinda Ki Jai.
Jai
Jai
ISKCON Founder Acharya Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai.
Jai
Jai
नामाचार्य श्रील हरिदास ठाकुर की जय।
Jai
प्रेम से कहो श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद की जय।
Jai
Jai
श्री श्री राधा कृष्ण गोप गोपीनाथ श्याम कुंद राधा कुंद गिरि गोवर्धन की जय।
Jai
Jai
वृंदावन धाम की जय।
Jai
नवद्वीप मायापुर धाम की जय।
Jai
Jai
गंगा माई की जय।
Jai
जमुना माई की जय।
Jai
तुलसी देवी की जय।
Jai
भक्ति देवी की जय।
Jai
Jai
समवेता भक्त वृंद की जय।
Jai
Jai
गौर प्रेम आनंदे।
Hari Hari
Hari Hari
Bo
Bo
All glories to the assembled devotees.
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
All glories to the assembled devotees.
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
All glories to the assembled devotees.
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
All glory to Sri Sri Guru and Sri Gauranga Hari Hari Bol.
Hari
Nama
Hari
Oh,
Bo
Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prishtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Shami Iti Namane. Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om
Om
Namo
Namo
Bhagavate
Bhagavate
Vasudevaya
Vasudevaya
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om
Om
Namo
Namo
Bhagavate
Bhagavate
Vasudevaya
Vasudevaya
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om
Om
Namo
Namo
Bhagavate
Bhagavate
Vasudevaya
Vasudevaya
We're reading in Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita, reading, studying, uh, uh, discussing. Adi Lila chapter 4. The chapter is entitled
Confidential
Reason.
reasons for the appearance of Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu.
Yeah, and here we're on text 109. So at the I don't know if we finished almost all of the internal reasons for Lord Chaitanya's appearance at the end of this what you've scheduled me for. So I'll ask at the end for you if a test, a quiz to see if you remember what those three are. So if you don't mind, is that okay?
I'm just scared, that's all.
All right. I don't know if we have any devotees who are Bengali speakers here on the call today.
No, Prabhu, we don't, not this time.
Okay. So then I'll muddle through. This in Bengali, when speaking, some of the verses here in Chaitanya Charitamrita are in Sanskrit, most of them Bengali, but some of the pronunciation differences of Bengali and Sanskrit are practically all the S's in Bengali are SH. So, for example, usually people say, what's that sanctified food called that we offer to Krishna? What's it called?
Prasad, and they say prashad, I think.
Yeah, it's all prashad. It's all prashad. Yeah. So usually, most of the time, it's SH. Most of the Y's are pronounced like J, like J Anilo Prema. Most of the Y's are J's. That's Bengali language. And there's some other things, but well, I'll do my best here. So when you get a authentic Bengali pronunciation, it's very sweet, very, very nice. Okay. Ratre palapa kare, sharuper kantha dhare, aveshe apan bhav kohaye ugadhi. Translation. At night, we can move this up a little bit. At night, he talked incoherently in grief with his arms around Swarup Damodar's neck. He spoke out his heart in ecstatic inspiration. So just a reminder that this part of the Chaitanya Charitamrita describing these internal reasons, confidential reasons for Lord Chaitanya's appearance, they're very elevated. So we'll be just hearing, and we may try to understand, but if we don't understand, we can just hear. Jabe je bhav uthe prabhur antar, she gita shloke shukha dena damodar. Whenever a particular sentiment arose in his heart, Swarup Damodar satisfied him by singing songs or reciting verses of the same nature. Ebe karja nahi kichu eshab bichare, age iha vivariba koriya vishtare. To analyze these pastimes is not necessary now. Later, I shall describe them in detail. Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami is just introducing these confidential reasons, and then he'll describe them as the pastimes involving them primarily in the Antya Lila. Purbe Braje Krishner Tri Bidha Vayu Dharma Komar Pauganda Ar Kaishor Atimarma. Formerly in Braj, Lord Krishna displayed three ages, namely childhood, boyhood, and adolescence. His adolescence is especially significant. Why do you believe his adolescence is specifically significant? I'm asking you to speculate here, but on the basis of your knowledge and experience.
Well,
What's that?
Lord Krishna, of course, he is the beginning of everything. He has no beginning, but he looks like an adolescent normally, 16 years old, thereabouts. That's
Yes.
one reason.
Any
That's
other
the reason.
reasons? Some sampradayas focus on Lord Krishna as a child, Bal Krishna, Laddu Gopal, little crawling baby, and nothing wrong with that. But sometimes the philosophy is a little bit mistakenly put that at that time he was still pure. Not that's not their official philosophy, but sometimes they say that. Those who don't really know. We'll see. We'll see what the reasons are here that Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami says. Vatsalya Adeshe Koila Kaumar Shapal, Pauganda Shapal Koila Lara Shakhabal. Parental affection made his childhood fruitful. His boyhood was successful with his friends. Radhi Kadi Arana Koila Rasadi Vilas, Pancha Bhori Ashwadila Rasher Niryas. In youth, he tasted the essence of rasa, fulfilling his desires in pastimes like the rasa dance with Srimati Radhika and other gopis. Kaishor Bayashe Kam Jagat Shakala Rasadi Lilaya Teen Korila Shapal. In his youth, Kaishor, Lord Krishna made all three of his ages and the entire universe successful by his pastimes of amorous love like the rasa dance. Sopi Kaishoraka Vayo. This is maybe is this Sanskrit? Manayan Madhusudana Reme Stri Ratnakutastha Kshapashu Kshapata Hita. Lord Madhusudana enjoyed his youth with pastimes on autumn nights in the midst of the jewel-like milkmaids. Thus he dispelled all the misfortunes of the world. Purport. This verse is from the Vishnu Purana 5:13-60. Vacha Suchitta Sarvari Rati Kala Pragalya Bhayaya Radhikam Vrida Kunchita Lochanam Virachayan Agre Sakinam Masho Tadvaksho Ruhachitta Keli Bakari Panditya Param Gata Kaishoram Sapali Karoti Kalayam Punje Biharam Hari. Lord Krishna made Srimati Radharani close her eyes in shame before her friends by his words relating their amorous activities on the previous night. Then he showed the highest limit of cleverness in drawing pictures of dolphins in various physical sports on her breasts. In this way, Lord Hari made his youth successful by performing pastimes in the bushes with Sri Radha and her friends. Purport. This is a verse from the Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu 2.1-231 of Srila Rupa Goswami. Harir Esha Nachet Avatiryashyam Maturayam Madhurakshi Radhika Cha Abhavishyad Yam Vrita Visrishtir Makarakas tu Visheshatas Todatra. Yeah. O Purnamasi, if Lord Hari had not descended in Mathura with Srimati Radharani, this entire creation, and especially Cupid, the demigod of love, would have been useless. Purport. This verse is spoken by Sri Vrinda Devi in the Vidagdha Madhava 7.3 of Srila Rupa Goswami. A Mata Purve Krishna Brashir Shadan Jadyapi Korila Ras Niryasha Charvan Tatapi Nahilatin Vanchita Puran Taha Ashwadite Jadi Korila Jatan. Even though Lord Krishna, the abode of all mellows, had previously in this way chewed the essence of the mellows of love, still he was unable to fulfill three desires, although he made efforts to taste them. Okay, so now we're going on to a different little subject. So what did you get out of the different ages? Did you have any conclusion about that? Or did you gather anything? Reflection about that? I know it's tough.
Mean from the baby and then the child,
Yes, yes.
okay,
Kaumar, Pauganda, and Kaishor.
yeah. Well, to me, the part where he began to the one that's connected with the gopis in the pastimes with the gopis was more interesting.
Yeah, so why is that such a big deal? I mean, you had Mother Yashoda and the cowherd friends and
The gopis, said in the Shastra, they have their love for Krishna, that service mood and the thinking of Krishna is at the highest level. So
okay.
that means that and I'm just, again, we're speculating here. So um, I'm connecting that the pastime involving Krishna and the gopis will also be very, very, very significant in that level because of the gopis'
Yes.
own love for Krishna that way.
Yeah. Others.
Prabhu, I have a question actually rather than a answer from what Prakshit said, which just hit me. Because we have heard in the Shastra that the gopis' love for Krishna is the highest.
Yeah.
But then, and because I'm trying to go back between his answer and your question, but Mother Yashoda's love is also the highest, right?
Who says that? Where is that found?
I'm just asking a question because I'm thinking with your question because that we focus, lack of a better word, more on Krishna's pastimes with the gopis, I think more than Mother Yashoda, but Mother Yashoda also had like this extreme high motherly love for Krishna. I'm thinking, I don't know if that's right.
Yes, she
or
did.
wrong.
So we're just trying to follow what Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami is saying, and you know, uh, our focus is on the Bhagavad Gita, understanding that those things. But on a transcendental platform, all of these relationships between Krishna and his intimate associates and relatives and friends and lovers, they're all wonderfully, incredibly exalted. So from our point of view, my God, those are all extremely high. We're still here trying to understand, but we take the instruction from the Acharya here, Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami and Srila Prabhupada. And among those all those highly exalted personalities and relationships, there's also gradation, and that means that there's of all those, Lord Chaitanya said, and Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur said that, also repeated that the love of the gopis is the highest. So there's the description of earth has all the qualities of there's of the other elements, isn't it? So
Yes.
yeah, there's the touch, there's the taste, there's this the smell, there's the sound goes through it, and all those things. So similarly, the relationship of Krishna with the gopis, or Madhurya Lila, has all the other aspects included within it. So in Krishna's Kaishora Lila, it's not that there was no Mother Yashoda stopped having a relationship with Krishna. No, it's not that the cowherd boyfriends stopped having. No, but all of this is my understanding, and like I said, like Parikshit Prabhu said, we're trying to grasp something like trying to touch the moon. But all of the different relationships of transcendental love are displayed in the Kaishora age range, or from age range. Does that make sense? All the wonderfully,
Yeah.
the Shaka is there, the Saka is there, the Vatsalya is there, all are there in the Kaishora age. So that's understanding. Okay.
Thank you, Prabhu.
I have a question.
Yes, sir.
Um, the gopis gave motherly love to Krishna, or was it because Balaram sometimes played the role of a parent? That's what I've heard. That
Yeah, he's the older brother, so he's got Sakya mixed with the
yeah,
parental. Yeah,
okay,
yeah, yeah.
okay. And that was that age range too at that time, yeah. That he was doing that. I was
Yes.
just thinking out loud, basically.
No problem. No problem. Yeah, so we're just contemplating this, we're hearing it, and
Mm.
we're not get. It's difficult for us to get fully into this stuff because we're not at that level. So we'll just appreciate and try to have some rudimentary understanding if we can. There's in the Nectar devotion, there are four described. There's four things that Lord Krishna has, four qualities that he has that are no other incarnation or expansion or like that possess.
Mm.
There's 64 transcendental qualities that Lord Krishna has, and Vishnu can have 60, Mahavishnu or other expansions like Ramchandra, etc. But Lord Krishna has four that are exclusive to him. And what are those four?
The obvious one is the fact that he plays the flute,
Yes, yes,
and the
yes.
others don't.
Venu, they say it Venu Madhurya. Yeah, yeah.
Mm.
And that's one. He attracts all living entities around in the universe by playing on his flute.
Mm.
What's another one?
I think the second Lila Madhuri.
What is that?
Lila Madhuri.
Yes, wonderful, wonderful childhood pastimes. Right, right, right. And then another one.
Prem
Damodar
Madhuri.
posted Prem Madhuri.
Prem Madhuri. Yeah.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Yeah,
So
the love to be.
he's surrounded by devotees who have wonderful love of Godhead.
Yeah.
So what does that mean? That means what we're discussing here, this is the epitome of that. The devotees here that we're discussing, particularly the gopis and others, but particularly that is something exclusive and unique for Lord Krishna, that he has those he's surrounded by devotees with that highest transcendental love, like the gopis. Even the Lila Madhurya, Lord Krishna has all kinds of activities. There's activities in Dwarka and activities in just like Ramchandra had activities. So what's the big deal? Why contrast? It's because it specifically mentioned. Sometimes it said Lord Krishna's childhood activities. Have you ever heard that? The Lord Krishna that's unique in his childhood activities, killing the demons and stuff like that he did later in Dwarka. That's other incarnations did, but his childhood activities were special because they exhibited that great love, unusual love that's manifested here. We're talking about here. That makes sense. And then there was one other of the four exclusive qualities of Krishna. What was that one?
His beauty.
Yes, yes. Good. Yeah, yeah. So he was unparalleled. Even when the gopis saw Vishnu, they were not so interested because Krishna was much more attractive than Lord Vishnu. And even Mahavishnu wanted to see the form of Krishna. He stole the Brahmin sons so that he could have the audience of Lord Krishna.
Mm.
These things. All right. Okay. Back. Tahar Pratama Vancha Koriye Vyakyan Krishna Kohe Ami Hoy Rashev Nidan. I shall explain his first desire. Okay, here we go. Krishna says, I am the primary cause of all rasas. Akila rasa amrita sindhu, yeah. Purnananda Maya Ami Chinmaya Purna Tatta Radhikar Premi Ama Koreye Unmatta. I am the full spiritual truth and am made of full joy. Am made of full joy. But the love of Srimati Radharani drives me mad. Doesn't say the love of, Madhumangal, but the love of Srimati Radharani drives me mad. Okay. Na jani Radhar preme ache katabora, je bole amare kore sarvada bibola. I do not know the strength of Radha's love with which she always overwhelms me. Here the word is najani, right? Najani, do not know. Radhikar prema guru ami shishya nata, shada ama nana nritye nachaye udbhatta. The love of Radhika is my teacher, and I am her dancing pupil. Her prema makes me dance various novel dances. Here we have Sanskrit. Kasma brinde priyasaki haripada mulat kuto sao kundarani kimiha kurutu nitya siksham guruka tam twan murti pratitaru latam digvidikshu spuranti Shailu Shiva Brahmati Parito Natyati Swapaschat. Oh, beloved friend Vrinda, where are you coming from? This doesn't seem correct here.
Yeah.
Or it doesn't somehow.
I think Papa shouldn't be there.
Yeah.
Because the text is so long.
Yeah, so they put it there.
That's a mistake.
I am coming from the feet of Sri Hari. Where is he? In the forest on the bank of Radha Kunda. What is he doing there? What's he doing there? What's going on? He is learning dancing. Who is his master? Your image, Radha, revealing itself in every tree and creeper in every direction, is roaming like a skillful dancer, making him dance behind. This text, that's the purport there.
That's the purport, yeah.
Yeah, this text is from the Govinda Lilamrita 877 of Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami. Yeah, so this is somebody speaking to who's this Vrinda, isn't it? Yeah. So your image, Radha. Okay, and so Krishna's learning to dance from Srimati Radharani there on the bank of Radha Kund. Okay.
Question.
Go ahead.
Govinda Lilamrita, is that available, like in English and everything?
I don't know.
Okay.
I mean, these things are very,
it's been
very
translated
elevated.
Here.
Yeah, very elevated. I'm, I get a little afraid about these things.
Understandable.
Nija prem ashvade mora hoy je ahlad. Taha thote koti gun radha premashvad. Whatever pleasure I get from tasting my love for Srimati Radharani, she tastes 10 million times more than me by her love. Ami jaiche parashpara viruddha dharmashray. Radha prema taichi shada viruddha dharma moy. Just as I am the abode of all mutually contradictory characteristics. So Radha's love is always full of similar contradictions. Radha prema vibhu jar badite nahi thani tathapi she kshane kshane badai shadai. Radha's love is all pervading, leaving no room for expansion, but still it is expanding constantly.
How do we understand that?
Well, we just heard it was what was that in the first? Mutually, things don't go together. Wasn't the previous verse?
Contradictory characteristics?
Yes, contradictory characteristics. Yeah, contradictory characteristics. So this is contradictory characteristic, right? It's full. It's always expanding. It can't expand anymore, but it expands.
Krishna is certainly not linear.
Sometimes devotees would say, "Oh, this blows my mind." This. In reality, if you could have any idea of it, it can blow our minds because it doesn't. What is our mind? Our mind tries to think of things as you said, in a linear, one thing from another thing. But this is not part of that universe. Radha prema vibhu jar badite nahi thani tathapi kshanik. Oh, okay, I said that right.
Yeah, we've done that. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Jaha by guru vastu nahi sunishchita tathapi gurura dharma gaurava varjita. There is certainly nothing greater than her love, but her love is devoid of pride. That is the sign of its greatness. Jaha hoite sunirmala dvitiya nahi ar, tathapi sarvara vamya vakra vyavahar. Nothing is purer than her love, but its behavior is always perverse and crooked.
It's a contradiction.
Again, yes, again. Okay, this is Sanskrit. Vibhur api kalayan sada bhivriddhim gurur api gauravacharya vihina muhur apachita vakrimapi shuddho jayati muradvishi radhikanuraga. Okay. All glories to Radha's love for Krishna, the enemy of the demon Mura. Although it is all-pervading, it tends to increase at every moment. Although it is important, it is devoid of pride. And although it is pure, it is always beset with duplicity. Purport. This is a verse from the Dana Keli Kaumadi 2 of Srila Rupa Goswami.
This looks like a summary of the last two or so verses.
Yeah.
It? Yeah. Except the demon mura as a definition of.
Yes.
Yeah. Nice.
She Premar Shri Radhika Parama Ashray She Premar Ami Hoy Hai Kebala Bishar. Shri Radhika is the highest abode of that love, and I am its only object. Bishaya Jatiya Shuk Amar Ashad Ama Hoite Koti Gon Ashrayera Ahlad. I taste the bliss to which the object is of love is entitled. But the pleasure of Radha, the abode of that love, is 10 million times greater. Ashraya jatiya shukha paite manadhai, jotne ashwadite nari ki kori upai. My mind races to taste the pleasure experienced by the abode, but I cannot taste it, even by my best efforts. How may I taste it? Well,
This is the last.
Kabo jadi e premar hai ashray, tobe e premanander anubhava hai. Translation. If sometime I can be the abode of that love, only then may I taste its joy. Purport. Vishaya and Ashraya are two very significant words relating to the reciprocation between Krishna and his devotee. The devotee is called Ashraya, and his beloved Krishna is the Vishaya. Different ingredients are involved in the exchange of love between the Ashraya and the Vishaya, which are known as Vibhava, Anubhava, Sattvika, and Vyabhichari. Vibhava is divided into two categories, Alambana and Uddipana. Alambana may be further divided into Ashraya and Vishaya. In the loving affairs of Radha and Krishna, Radharani is the Ashraya feature and Krishna is the Vishaya. The transcendental consciousness of the Lord tells him, I'm Krishna, and I experience pleasure as the Vishaya. The pleasure enjoyed by Radharani, the Ashraya, is many times greater than the pleasure I feel. Therefore, to feel the pleasure of the Ashraya category, Lord Krishna appeared as Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Om. Agyana Timirandasya Gyananjana Shalakaya Chakshurun Militam Jena Gurave Namah. Sri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Jena Bhutale Shayam Rupakadah Mahyam Dadati Shapandantikam. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasadi Gaur Bhaktavrinda. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Taking permission from the previous acharyas and all the devotees and those who are senior, particularly by age or advancement in Krishna consciousness. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
So we've spoken a little bit, but incidentally. So here we have the description of the Ashraya and Vishaya, and describing what is this is one of the three reasons why Lord Chaitanya appeared. So did you, can you, let's have, I know that Parikshit Prabhu, you could answer this, but let's have some other of the participants here. So what is in this particular verse, what is the reason that Krishna, one of the internal reasons Lord Krishna appeared as Lord Chaitanya?
To enjoy, to experience Radharani's love for Krishna.
What do you think? Others, what do others say? Nobody? Everybody's at work? Okay. What do you say? Go ahead. What is this? What? Sarvanga Shunda Damodar. What does he say?
He's at work and he's typing his answer.
Oh, okay, good. That's nice. Okay, let's see. Can you read that? I don't get it here.
He's still typing, Prabhu. He's going line by line.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm sure the answer will Yeah, he definitely is typing his answer.
Oh, good, good. Now we can. This is a very elevated subject. And anyone else in the meantime can also, if they like. Yeah.
Just from reading the past verses that you've read, Prabhu, it, uh, I'm seeing the repetition of Radharani's name,
Yes.
and that Krishna, lack of a better word, dances according to her music. you know. So so in that mood, because I was remembering the title of this book by Shivaram Swami. I think it's book 2 or book 3, I Can Never Pay Your Debts, something like that, where that was kind of describing that the amount of love that Radharani has for Krishna is beyond Krishna's comprehension. And so Lord Chaitanya appeared to enjoy that bliss, that Radharani has for Krishna, just to get the taste of it. Like, wow, it's like a wow situation.
Yes. Good. Yeah. Yeah. Did Prabhu have other statements?
Did he
Yes.
finish his thingy? Oh, I have heard he was to enjoy the service to Krishna and to love Krishna.
Yes. 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 So my understanding is
He
we've
says,
covered.
like people say, we cannot understand a mother's love without becoming one.
Okay. Okay.
That's his next sentence.
Okay. Yes. So 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 far, my understanding, if we review these verses, is one of the internal reasons is to understand the glory, the wonder of the love of Srimati Radharani. And so that goes along with what Prabhu said. Yeah. So how is that? Krishna has his, but how is this? Her love is incredible. You know, and it's so special. It's even at the highest level. Okay, that's one. And then in this verse, the what we're understanding is that the pleasure that she feels by that exchange of loving exchange with Krishna. Does that follow? Yeah, the pleasure, the happiness that she experiences by her that loving exchange with the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Lord Krishna. So he couldn't experience that without taking her position, right? So those are
Mhm.
so far we've got two of the three. And one interesting point is that he says that Krishna Das Kaviraj Goswami says that Lord Srimati Radharani's love is always expanding,
Mhm.
right? Right. And we've also heard that Lord Krishna's being and existence is also not static. It's always expanding. So you've got two always expanding uh, existences here, not only in being, but in reciprocation. So this is very interesting because in the material world, just a couple of thoughts here. It's way beyond my understanding, but I try to get a handle a little bit on it. In the material world, all the happinesses that we can experience is very limited. There's a satiation point. You know, one devotee was telling me that they used to have gulab eating contests in ISKCON. I don't know if you ever were in one. Parikshit Prabhu. So he
Uh,
no. So he won the
this.
gulab eating contest with eating 82 gulab. But anyway, I mean, of course, that's prashadam. It's not complete. It's not material. But anyway, how many things can you eat? How much can you eat? It's limited. And if you try to have more, uh, you try to have more beyond the satiation point, what you'll get sick or disgusted. People they take, a certain kind of intoxicant or drug or alcohol, and they try to drink and drink and drink, and what happens? Or take, they waste it, they get sick, so there's, within the material
Vomit.
world, we have no experience. It's bounded. Our experience of happiness is bounded by, material limitations. We want unlimited happiness, but there's no opportunity to get it within this material dealings. So we know that in the first verse of the Shikshastakam, Cheto Darpanamarjanam, Bhava Mahadavagnivapanam, Shreya Kairava Chandrika Vitaranam, Vidyavarujivanam, Anandam Buddhibardhanam. That this ocean of transcendental happiness that can be experienced by chanting, by developing love of Krishna through chanting the holy names, it's Anandam Buddhibardhanam. This means it's an ocean compared to a drop of water. It's an ocean, and that ocean is expanding more and more. So it never becomes hackneyed or old. It never becomes tiring because it's always newer, ever fresh. This is something unheard of within the material world. Sometimes there's fads. Well, when I was growing up, we had fads. One fad was yo-yos. Yo-yos. Yo-yos? Everybody had to have a yo-yo. Dunkin' yo-yos. Then after a while, everybody forgot about it. And then it was hula hoops. Hula hoops? Shh. Everybody had to have a hula hoop. And then nobody cares about a hula hoop because it's limited. But the chanting of Krishna's name, the engagement in devotional service, at the highest level, exhibited by Srimati Radharani, is ever fresh, ever exciting, ever adventurous, ever wonderful, ever pleasing, and it's increasing as well. So the question that people ask, Srila Prabhupada, can God do anything? Can God do anything? And Srila Prabhupada said, yes. And then they said, well, if God can do anything, can he make a rock, a boulder so heavy that he can't lift it? And Srila Prabhupada said, what do you think?
Oh, I know the answer to that, so I'll just keep quiet.
Okay.
He lifted Govardhan here.
So, but can he make a rock so, yeah, go ahead. Can he make a rock so heavy or a boulder so heavy that he cannot lift it?
Srila Prabhupada says he can do anything. So the answer is yes, he can make a rock that he cannot lift, but then he lift it.
But then he can lift it. Yes. So listen, so he can't, because his powers are always increasing. His abilities are always increasing, right? So he cannot understand Srimati Radharani's love, but so he appears as Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, so he can understand it, right? So he cannot do it. He cannot do it. But then he can do it next time. So these are so that's validates what Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami is saying is mutually contradictory understanding, right? He can make a rock he can't lift, but then he can lift it. Yeah, contradictory. Yeah, so that's what we're dealing with here. Very elevated, high stuff. But it's so wonderful because it's completely on the transcendental platform beyond where we are right now. So these things are there, and Krishna is Anoraniyam Mahato Mahiyan, smaller than the smallest, and at the same time bigger than the biggest. How can you do that? No, that's not possible in the material sense. If you got something small, it's not big. He can be in one place, but he can be everywhere at the same time. Contradictory understanding. So this is we're dealing with the Supreme Personality of Godhead, and even within the dealings with Supreme Personality of Godhead, there are many incarnations, but at the highest level of understanding, Srila Prabhupada and Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami are giving us this. And we may not understand it. We can hear it and we can appreciate it. But sometimes it's said that Srila Prabhupada didn't give, the higher levels of understanding. Hogwash, that's not true. It's all here, but we just don't appreciate it, or we may not understand it. That's our,
Mm.
and that's okay. But if we're diligent, we can purify ourselves and come to a position of understanding after becoming advanced in Krishna consciousness.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Just to be fair to the other devotees who can't speak up,
Yes,
but are typing, it's fair to kind of read what they were saying. They were
please,
actually,
yes.
so first when we talked about the question about there's a rock that Krishna can make that he cannot lift, and then he lift later. We talked about it verbally here, but Sarvanga Damodar said, I know the answer, but then Dear Krishna chimed in with his text that Hare Krishna, their love for each other is eternally expanding. That's why spiritual creation is ever expanding, which is unlimited already. This is okay. This is from discussions earlier. Difficult for us in material boundaries to comprehend and experience. So that's right along with what you mentioned, but he
Yeah.
typed it, so it's better to put it in.
Yes. So
Then
this is
Damodar Prabhu says, yes, he will make it that he can live, and then lift it. He can, but then he will lift it. So again, these are, we talked about it, but just wanted to be fair to them.
sure.
They did
Yeah.
in fact type it in. Yeah.
So we're trying to get on the same page here.
Yeah.
So what are the two aspects of Lord Chaitanya's more confidential purpose of appearing that we have so far in this chapter? I told you I was going to ask you.
Okay, Nitikopal.
Yeah, is it to understand and test the mood and love of Radharani?
That's
And
what the love of Radharani. Yeah.
Yeah, and the other is the distribute that.
No.
Yeah, distribute is the external reason. That's
more
perhaps
external.
condition. So,
So number one is to understand the glories of Srimati Radharani's love. Yes, that was correct. And then the second one,
To enjoy the bliss,
the happiness. Yeah, understand it.
the
Experience
taste,
the happiness that she
the
feels
taste
when
of Radharani's. Yes.
when Krishna and they reciprocate their loving exchanges. Yeah, so that's one. That's the second one, and then we'll see the third one later. I won't give it away, but anyway. So here we are. This is some very, very elevated subject matter, and we offer our respectful obeisances to Srila Prabhupada and the disciplic succession and Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami, Lord Chaitanya, for giving us a hint of this, or as much as we can understand for at our position. Yeah. Hare Krishna.
Yeah. Hare Krishna. Thank you very much. Are there any last questions you devotees want to ask?
It could be reflections, questions, reflections, observations, corrections, all that stuff.
Prabhu, I wanted to ask a question, Prabhu, is in this purport that we have up the screen right now, Vishaya, I'm assuming means joy, Prabhu? Because I don't.
No, Vishaya is the object.
Oh.
No,
the object. Okay, because I didn't see it in the word to word, so I was
Ashraya
wondering.
is the residence of that, or there's
Vishaya is the object. Okay. Thank you, Prabhu.
That's Krishna.
Yes.
Yes.
That's Krishna. He's a recipient of the love.
Yes, and not just from Srimati Radharani, but everybody, all devotees in the all creation. So something that there's a special thing with Ashraya. That's Srimati Radharani. It says the devotee is called Ashraya, not just Srimati, but the devotee is called Ashraya, and she's the highest epitome of that. Yeah. Any other questions, observations, reflections?
Can this be related to the love of the devotees in Vaikuntha for Lord Narayan?
In what way?
Again.
Oh, yeah, that's just the Vishaya and the Ashraya are are not at the development of their devotional sentiments hasn't progressed to such a high level.
Mm. But it's there.
Primarily servitorship, and there's some other tinges with, just like Lord Ramachandra, he had his mother and father, Dasharat
Yeah.
and Kaushalya,
Yeah.
but there was primarily the servitor, but also there was some also parental things. He
Mm.
had his mother Sita, but Sita was, it was in an official married relationship, and it was something more formal.
Yeah. We can say a little bit on behalf of Dasharat because when Lord Ram left for the forest, he couldn't even contain himself in his body, and he left his body.
Yes,
So that must be intense love also for Lord Ram.
yes,
Anyway, still the highest of the gopis. I mean, no,
yes.
no question about that. Hare Krishna. So, any other final comments, questions?
Prabhu, I have a question, and as we are going through these verses, especially chapter 4, and I can only imagine how deep it's going to get us as we go further, is because Prabhu, it's so high level, and we can, at least for myself, we can just get the rudimentary part of whatever we can get a little bit and not start speculating and drawing on conclusions. And I've also heard that the CC is like postgraduate level.
Yeah.
At what level, Prabhu, should who can these books be given to? Like, is it safe to give to like first time people coming to the temple, newcomers that are still not ready, like I'm trying to put this whole thing together, because yesterday I read a verse from that Anuttama Prabhu, the other Anuttama Prabhu, not the non-GBC Anuttama Prabhu. He puts quotes of Srila Prabhupada's conversations on Facebook.
Yes.
And Srila Prabhupada, and I think Tamakrishna Maharaj was asking Prabhupada, will everybody join, become a devotee? And Prabhupada says, no, not everybody will become Krishna conscious devotee. It's only for the intelligent class. And I'm thinking, okay, so this is so high level. Can we just distribute the CC to anybody, or should it be done, carefully based on the growth of that person or their commitment into the movement, into spiritual life? I hope my question is clear, Prabhu.
Yeah. So should we concentrate primarily on, book distribution on the, basic principles that found in Bhagavad Gita, or should we, distribute Srimad Bhagavatams and Chaitanya Charitamritas to the general public who might have no understanding of the principles of Bhagavad Gita, etc.? Yeah.
Yeah, especially the CC, because it's like, even for me, it's like deep, really deep.
Yeah. So, we might want to consult with His Grace Vaisheshik Prabhu on the particular comments that Srila Prabhupada made about this, because my recollection is that Srila Prabhupada encouraged us to distribute these books, Srimad Bhagavatam, even Chaitanya Charitamrita, quite widely. But it's not that we didn't distribute Bhagavad Gita, and some people were focused primarily on Bhagavad Gita, but I should probably get a good answer for you for that. I'll ask.
Thank you, Prabhu. And the reason I'm asking, because like a couple of years now, there was one devotee at our temple, very, very new, and very, very excited and enthusiastic. And she got the CC set, very excited. But after a few months, she put it away. She says, nothing makes sense to me. And
Okay.
it's sitting on the shelf for the, like she said, nothing makes sense. So I'm just thinking, wow. Yeah, that's why I asked that question, Prabhu.
Yeah. So I'll get back with you for that.
Thank you, Prabhu. Thank you.
It is difficult for us neophytes to understand all these things. Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, when Srila Prabhupada, when the Chaitanya Charitamrita was first printed, we didn't first print the Adi Lila first part. The first thing was printed was the 7th chapter, Lord Chaitanya and 5 features, which describes the chanting. It was a little book. That was the first thing that was printed, describing the development of the Sankirtan movement and Lord Chaitanya's preaching to the Mayavadi sannyasis. That was the first book that was printed. So that's very interesting. So according to like what you say.
Yeah.
If you start in the beginning, you'll come to this 4th chapter and wow.
Beyond my comprehension.
Before you get to those other parts. So yeah, I don't know why that was. But that's what happened. I don't know, what the instructions were. I don't know. But that's why I thought it might be a good idea for. I'll ask. I know one of Vaisheshik Prabhu's disciples here, so he can find out for me.
Oh, perfect. Thank you, Prabhu. Thank you so much.
Okay.
Thank you very much, Prabhu. Thank you, devotees, for listening patiently. We've learned Lord is unlimited, so unlimited. It's hard to find out how unlimited it is. That's the definition of unlimited anyway. Thank you, all devotees. Thank you.
Srila Prabhupada.
Jai
Panchakalpatarubhyascha
Yes,
kripasinibhye vachaticharam pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo
Namo Namaha.
Prabhupada ki jai.
Thank you so
Have a
much,
nice
Prabhu.
one.
Oh.
Jai.
Thank you, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.